My mother is the fourth youngest of 15 kids, which means my mother had a lot of people to learn from. She not only learned from her mother and father, but also her brothers and sisters. She took all the things she learned growing up from her brothers, sisters, mother and father, and put it into action when she had kids of her own. My mother raised my older brother and I in the inner city of Detroit, Michigan. Now, I don't have to go into details of the challenges and adversity we experienced growing up, because we don't have that kind of time. But what I can say is that we certainly experienced hardships. My mother worked full-time and was in school full-time, in addition to raising two sons. One of the most impactful things my mother did for us growing up was getting my brother and I involved in sports. Sports had a huge impact on my life because it kept me out of the streets, away from the violence, away from the drugs, and it gave me discipline, structure, and focus. Growing up, playing sports taught me two very important life lessons that I still hold today. I learned that two of the most important things a person can do is to listen and follow directions. Growing up, I was often called hard-headed, so it seemed that it was expected of me not to listen. And the fact that I am a man, it seems that I am allergic to directions. Sometimes I listened to my mother. Sometimes I did not. I should have listened to my mother when she said, "Don't touch that iron or you'll get burned." I should have listened to my mother when I chose to go left when she said, "Make the right turn." My mother taught me that this world is a classroom, and I am a student in it, so with every turn there was a lesson to be learned, so make sure you're taking notes. My mother is a great teacher. Like the lesson on sex education when she said, "If you're ever in the rain, make sure to use an umbrella." Of course, I completely missed it when I responded, "You mean we have to walk to school?" We laughed, and she explained that though she would like for me to wait until marriage, she can't control what I do. So if I decided to have sex, make sure to protect myself. She protected me like a bulletproof vest from the bullets my classmates used to harm me. And when it came to discipline, she wasn't the type to sidearm me. But her presence was the code she needed to disarm me. My mother taught me many lessons, but she couldn't teach me how to be a man. She did the best she could with what she had, and what she had is unconditional love. Whenever I was sick with sadness from a broken heart, her hug was the medicine I needed. And though we rarely verbally said, "I love you," she showed me. And I would much rather see love being performed like actors in a play than to hear someone say, "I love you." Well, show me. Raising children is not easy. Now imagine doing it alone like many women do. My mother was no different. Raising two boys to men, I could have called her father because she played that role so strong she deserves an Oscar. De La Hoya in the ring, the way she bobbed and weaved cancer to land a knockout blow. Now let the bells of freedom ring. I thank God every single day that my mother is cancer-free. My mother, a high school dropout turned nurse practitioner. Even if I chose not to listen, her love stuck to me like twins whose bodies are conjoined. But it never separates. My mother taught me many lessons. Only at times did she use words. I have learned that the best teachers don't have to say anything. So when her life spoke, I listened. And that made all the difference. Love you, Mama.